Hey Patreoners, we hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Child's Play. This week Christina and I are picking our favorite toy from childhood. So I was originally going to pick the vehicle from Star Wars, the one that floats on the sand. I loved that. I brought that everywhere with me. But I wanted to kind of keep it in the doll family. And so when I was young, in the 70s, there was the Sonny and Cher show, and they actually had dolls. And I begged and got the Sonny and Cher doll. Sonny was fine, but for me it was all about Cher. And but I honestly don't know what happened to that doll. Maybe it was snatched from me. Maybe I played with it too much. But for whatever reason, I just lost it one day. And many years later in Brooklyn, Carl and I were living there, and we went to this flea market, the Brooklyn Flea, and it was pretty early on when that had started. And it's a very long story, but basically there was a Cher doll, and I'm like, oh my gosh, and like it was cash only then. And I'm like, I'll be back. I'm going to get some cash. And so I walked around. I don't remember how much it was, but it wasn't like cheap necessarily. And I came back and it was gone. The Cher doll at the Brooklyn Flea had sold within minutes. Like he didn't hold it for me, obviously. And I was heartbroken. That was in the summer of whatever year that was. And then on Valentine's Day, Carl gave me this. A Cher doll, an actual vintage Cher doll. And guess what? It was the one from the flea market. Carl was the one who bought it. So he bought it, like I went running for cash and Carl just bought it and hid it for months and gave it to me on Valentine's Day. So this is not my original Cher doll from childhood, but it is an official vintage Cher doll. She's missing a hand, but that's why I guess she was at the flea market. So yeah, her hair is probably very long if I could figure out what to do with this doll hair, but this is it, vintage Cher from the 70s doll. She probably remains my favorite doll. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed Child's Play. Thank you for your patronage, and long live Cher and long live Chucky.